All right, we're here. Anybody here? Or am I just all alone? We got about 10 and a half minutes left of the game here. It's rough looking. Hi, Misty. Hi, Jeff. Yeah, I mean, I got my Mr. Buddy heater right here. I don't want to pick it up because it has a safety and it'll shut off. Aunt Wendy in the house. Oh, he was definitely tugged on. He needs a flag. Just kidding. All right, you guys. I am watching the football game right here. We got. Here, I'm going to show you what's going on right here. We'll do. So, we got like. You guys can't see any of that. Anyway, we got this. I moved the studio out in the garage at the coldest part of the year so far. Um, we're revamping some stuff inside the house, and I just felt more comfortable out here, even though it's not that bad. I got Mr. Buddy right here. Man, this game is a way that the Seahawks have nothing but trouble with the Rams, perennially. This is not not weird. Oh, the neighbor dog's here. Dots, you want to go outside? Dots, go outside. You need to go potty or something? Go outside. Or go lay down. Go lay down. Anyway, that's the neighbor dog, but it's 7 degrees out and she's sleeping in here. She's right there. You can see her under the boat. What's up, Graham? Oh my gosh, Steve Miller's here. This is fantastic. Graham, have you found me a white Audi S5 Hot Wheel yet? No! Oh my god, that guy dropped the ball. You gotta be kidding me. Oh man. Ouch. So, am I the only one watching this? Stafford's getting sick! Oh, no, he got a first down. I mean, what do you say? That was. You can't really talk a lot of smack about that. The guy worked hard for that. Like, wow. I what do you do about that? That was a great play by Stafford. I mean, that looked offsides. I think there's a offsides on the Seahawks. How far ahead, Steve? My clock says 7:27 in the fourth. Neeper. Wow. It's what I'm talking about. These Rams games are tough. Oh, we're not going to make it easy on the Seahawks are going to stress everybody out here for 6 more minutes. I'm telling you. Graham, did you happen to find a Audi S5 Hot Wheel? I think I think everybody is watching the game. I'm going to sit here and watch. If you guys want to talk to each other, go ahead. uh, no. Do you want me to do a play-by-play? As the Rams huddle, Adams sneaks out of the huddle. Stafford claps. Here we go. Stafford's in the shotgun. And he's looking, and he's going to pass. No good. Witherspoon has knocked it from Monkfield's hands. Wow. I'll tell you what the best part about that play was they isolated Adams out of bounds, which was amazing. For Oh my god. What were they thinking? Well, 4.5 minutes, 4:54 to go, and the Seahawks take over on downs. Man, I think that guy should have taken the 3 points right there. There's a lot of time left. That was foolish. Ouch. I think I would have taken my easy 3 points. Unless my kicker's foot is broken. All right, so what's everybody up to right now? There's 6 of you on here. Yeah, it was stupid. You're right, Misty. You're right, Steven. It was stupid. How much snow do you guys have at your house? I got 7 inches. I measured. I'll tell you what, we've had a very nice few days around the house. Um, been doing a lot of reflecting, doing a lot of thinking about future and, what this world has for us. The last 3 days have been, when you isolate yourself in the snow for a few days, not on purpose, but by nature, you realize really what's important. Oh, I'm sure, Bob, and it was much colder there. I don't know what it is here. The temps here right now. I mean, it's cold. We're in the teens, if not single digits right now. I'm curious. We're just gonna look. Oh, a little Bass Pro. Yeah, it's 9 degrees, no wind, so it feels like 9. 3 a.m. it'll be -3 here, which will be our lowest of the cycle of 24 hours. So there you go. Oh, man, the Seahawks are missing Charbonnet, but Walker has stepped up huge. He's a beast. Uh, that 1-2 punch, though, of Walker and Charbonnet, having that was deadly. And, they need to pick up on the back end of that if Walker's not doing it. Get the first down. Oh, he's so good. Walker is so good. Look at that. I'm just talking about the guy. He's a hammer. All right, Jerry Dahmer. I love this name. This is fascinating. Yeah, it's not so much the snow total. Now, for my old bones, it's the temperature. Things just don't behave. Too much of this in the old days. Oh, the country club's raging, Jeff. Right now, we're in the phase of taking in applications after that short uh, video yesterday. We've had hundreds of applications to join one, if not two, or all of the disciplines that the country club has to offer. We're going to offer a hat, a shirt, and probably a hoodie option for members. And of course, there will be a window sticker and a boat sticker for members, as well as uh, golf bag tags, koozies for your fishing, for those people that fish in their, in the chair for these beers. Uh, Ice fishing, no one's invited me ice fishing yet. I don't ice fish in the open. You will have to provide a shack situation or one of these ice igloo tent deals, and I'll bring my own Mr. Buddy. It's right here. Here, I'll show you even though he's right here. We'll have to restart him because I did that. There we go. Anyway, if I'm going to go ice fishing, I'm going to be comfortable. I'm practicing in the garage in sub-zero temperatures for the future. Mind you, I'm dressed to climb Mount Everest with my gear here. Underneath all of this, now, the one and only thing that Randy Blackcutt ever said that made any sense, okay, and I'm going to make a video about this, so I don't think I'm going to spoil it for the world, excuse me, telling 8 of you, but the only video that dude ever said that made sense was not to wear underwear under your long underwear, which then you would put sweats over, or your bibs or what have you. Don't wear underwear if you're going to wear long underwear. He's made 2 videos about this, and he's not wrong. It's the only thing he's not wrong about. It will make your balls sweat profusely and create a rash. Like back in the day, you always wondered if it was, you got these weird rashes because of hockey rinks we played at. Or, sharing a towel with 15 dudes because everybody forgot a friggin' towel. But yeah, anyway, there you go. The country club's fire, Wendy. We got flags and floating greens coming. It's going to be a whole immersive experience here at Bull Shoals Country Club that most people just, anywhere in the world can't experience this level of sheer excellence and professionalism at an outdoor sporting level. Okay, I got a question. For those of you people in here that know me, my fishing and all of that, and the situation with the solo pro series collapsing because of a retirement, do you think I should still try and fish the MLF regardless of me having a co-angler? Or should I just this season do the big bass bashes? And there's a big bass one they do at Table Rock that Kevin Van Dam does. I think would be fun. But, oh my. If he's down, then he got the catch. Hold on. Everybody's watching. I forgot what I was even talking about because of this Cooper Cup thing. Someone's going to have to remind me. I would love, you guys, I would love to do a fishing event with a golf component to it. Oh, that would be the bomb. I would love this. I might be able to get some help at one of the nicer places around here with that too. No, they only got one. He's only got one timeout. No, he's going to save it. Yeah, I'm off tomorrow. A big bass only tournament? And then a golf tournament. Listen, I enjoy doing the Big Bass Bashes. There's two, well, there's three of them. I've talked to Steve Miller, and I may be doing the Grand Lake one if he's still interested. But we had talked about that. And then you got the first one, I think, is in April 18th, somewhere around there. And then, of course, the other one's in the fall. And the Table Rock event, that's the same kind of a deal. It's a 3-day deal. It's right around. It's before, I think, the Table Rock Big Bass Bash. But anyway. I'll play Top of the Rock any day. How about that? Jackson Smith and Jigba. Boom, first down the field. Seahawks are in position. Jerry, talk to me about playing Top of the Rock. Are you taking me golfing at Top of the Rock? Is that what you're saying? I would love to. I'd love to go play. I got my sticks are on the other side of the boat. Should I start cleaning them? Titleist sent me my own golf balls, Jerry. They're right here. They got my hockey number on them. It's fantastic. I love this. We'll see if you guys see the number. Anyway, it's got number 16 on them, which was 16 and 10 were the two hockey numbers I had for my whole career. 16 is probably my most favorite. I think Jerry Dahmer invited me golfing at Top of the Rock. Are you driving, Jerry? Wow. Where are we at here right now? Unfortunately, fortunately, I want you to take me. Oh, yeah, sure. Wait for me in the parking lot. I'll be there. For dots? Cat. Baby T snuck in here. Did you see Baby T? Uh-oh. Wow. The Rams have just taken a terrible penalty with 2:12 left in this game. Aunt Wendy, you saw Baby T? Wow. Am I a scratch golfer? You know what? Jerry, I'm going to show you my handicap right now. Here's my handicap, my gin card. I'm going to show it to you. Just for shits and giggles because I can. Uh, I'm logged in here. I'm going to switch over. That's my handicap. You see that, Jerry? It's 6.2. Those were the last 7 rounds I played this year. I haven't played a whole lot, Jerry. Um, in the last 5 years since I've moved here, I maybe have played 20 rounds in 5 years. Before that, I could say I played 20 rounds every 5 weeks. Uh, so anyway, but that's my handicap right there. 6.2. I don't know if that's good anymore or not. Back in the day, that was really good. For around, I would say from about 1990, well, excuse me, 2003 to 2008, I was probably a 2.0 handicap straight up. Yeah, dude, I'm a broken old hockey player, bricklayer. I'll beat the living hell out of myself, and I can still get around a golf course. I'm proud of that. And I wish it would snow more, and I'd show you guys how fat people could ski. Again. I want to go skiing so bad for real. You guys have no idea. I I still got it. I got one more big run in me. I don't know where I want to do it. I got relatives in Denver. I may have to go visit them and go to Copper Mountain or A Basin or I got a buddy in Lake Tahoe that taught me how to do all of this, and I might have to go visit him one more time. But we'll see what the future holds. Come on. Little foreshadowing, maybe, hopefully. No. Seahawks against the Patriots again. If anybody remembers what happened the last time, 2 downs to go, and let's throw the ball and bounce it off the back of a guy into a walk-on guy for the Patriots' arms and make him a hero. Tom Brady probably gave him a Chevrolet for this. Did anybody see the video I made about the Chevrolet in the wild? That is real. I'm driving down the lake with Phil, going back. I was actually going into an area I enjoy. I'm not going to tell you why, but I saw this milk carton hanging out. I'm like, what the hell is this? And that's when I noticed there was a car. And it was before those guys had come and pull it out. Right before. I just happened to be there. And I'm like, what? Wow. I wasn't smart enough to live scope it, though, and take a picture of it. I just didn't think about it. Don't fumble the ball. Man, that Rams defender really took him down quick. Oh, the professional recovery team was on point. I mean, listen, Bob, at the end of the day, they got the vehicle from well over 100 feet offshore onto dry land. Oh wow, the Rams got a lot of work to do from the 8-yard line. But to touch on this recovery effort, what really scared me was I'm sitting there watching this, and I'm going to tell you what happened. Okay, I know what happened, how this happened, but when at one point the chain broke from the tractor to the car, whatever they had strapped. They had like 4 different things strapped together. And there was an older gentleman like in the middle of this. And man, I thought he was going to get cut right in half. And I was like, that I don't want to watch. I've seen enough in my years in construction and life. I just didn't need to see any more death. Not this day, not on my lake. Not by my house. Like, none of that. Hold on. Ten seconds to go, you guys. I gotta... Timeout! Okay, there's a timeout on the field. So, I'm going to tell you briefly, really, what happened. Okay, so the people, the dude that owned the car was there for this recovery. Apparently, him and his wife were partying, and at the local bar, wherever. And you guys, this isn't there's no bars by my house, so I don't know where they were. But they live in an area that maybe there's a bar by them and I don't know about. So anyway, apparently they had separate cars, and as they were going home, he turned off into the driveway and she kept going down. It's like going past my house and driving straight into the lake. Hold on. Hold on. The Seahawks look like they're going to the Super Bowl, but I don't. The end of the game, I need to watch this replay. That's a catch. Okay, that was it. It was a great catch by Nakua, but Super Bowl. Look. Wow. All right. I think if I'm correct, and we're going to have a fireball shot, we're going to party. I believe that Ephraim Marquez won based on his score. if somebody wants to correct me, I'll be wrong. But he picked the Seahawks, and I think he picked the winning score. Hi, Jim. Hi, Becky. Good to see you. All right. Yeah, Patriots, Seahawks again. The way the Patriots played today, I like our chances. Well, the Seahawks, I'm not, you guys listen, I'm always a team guy, but I'm not on this team. I just enjoy them. So the way this team has played this year, I would not want, if I were the Patriots, I wouldn't want to play them. They didn't look that good against Denver today. Sacks, let's go look. The Rams had 1 sack. The snow may have affected the Denver game. Not the Seahawk game. But the game before was definitely snow was a fucking issue. That game was decided by kickers missing field goals in shitty weather. That's fact. The Patriots could have easily lost that game. Neither team played good at all. Oh, this is the year of the bad kicker at the end of the season. I assure you. There's a lot of teams playing golf right now because their kickers shit the bed. Allison, my other aunt. Okay, so Aunt Wendy is here and Allison. Hi, Allison. You guys know where this hat's from? You Seattleites? I think you guys next weekend will be back in the lake. Temperature or not, we need to get out and fish. The first MLF event, if it doesn't get canceled, is at Table Rock next Saturday, the 31st, for the Ozark Division. If I do that. If I don't, I think I don't know what to do. Like I said, Big Bass Bashes, Big Bass Tour stuff. Go do that and jump in some USA Bass and Derbies, I think is what I'll do. And then look forward to the Skeeter Open with Stephen Smith Outdoors, which will be fantastic. And I'm also going to Seattle to play golf in the Snoqualmie Ridge Country Club member guest, which is a big deal. I cannot wait. I will be, you guys are going to hate it. If you don't like golf, you guys are going to hate me. But there's going to be a lot of golf coming. That's the way it's going. I'll be hitting balls off of this boat right here. And if you don't like that kind of fun, don't watch. All right. I'm still here. So who picked the Seahawks and the total score closest to? Remember, it's got to be closest to. It's in the description of the videos. There's no tournament. No, my tournament in Washington, the Snoqualmie Invitational, is a golf tournament. It's Snoqualmie Ridge Country Club. James, I'm just checking because I haven't looked. I'm not even gonna fib to you. I don't want to. I'm looking right now at what's going on here. So Efren had 45 points total, and the Seahawks with 3 sacks on Stafford. James had 47. James Barron is the winner. Congratulations, James Barron. Party on. You and I believe does anybody challenge first place? Oh, the Allens are good people. James, of course, anytime. I appreciate your support over all the years. I thank you so much, James, for being a part of this. It's my pleasure. Please email me at mjbfishingllc@gmail.com and I'll send that out to you. Thank you again, James, for being a part of it. I appreciate you. 100%. I think the first game was won by Wendy Blackstock. Does anybody else challenge this? I was looking through it, and she had the closest score without going over. Allison, just do it. Allison, if you ever want to do this again, you just do it in the video that led you here. There's a process. It's my fault because I don't beg for participation. Maybe I should, but you guys know I don't beg for anything and I give away everything I ever got. So it's it is what it is. Yeah. You guys don't know what a big deal this is for Seattleites. Um, we don't go to championships very often. Uh, it's kind of a neat deal. Um, you do it through the videos. So, in order to have won this, there were two videos that led to this where you would leave your uh, like, comment, and subscribe in the video, and your comment was your guess on the score. And maybe I need to do better at that, but I don't do AI. And by the way, if anybody runs a YouTube channel or a Facebook channel and it's all AI driven, there's probably a good chance if you ask me what your favorite bait to use on your dock is, it'll be the one that your mom gave me. Um, I'm about to do an AI video done by some very smart people, way smarter than me. So we'll see how this AI stuff works. I don't know. We'll see. I'll tell you what, this is a big deal. The interesting part about my beanie here is I can no longer eat anything here. But I'd spent enough money at this place, you could have taken all your families to Disneyland twice. Seahawks going to the Super Bowl. All right, we're done with that. We're gonna shut that part of stuff down. My hair is out of control. Dang. Looks like Duran Duran up in here. Woo! Okay. Where's my lid? We're gonna put my Seahawk colored MJB fishing hat lid on in solidarity of the team. James, that's a fantastic question. How much of the time do I use forward facing sonar? I find myself being trapped with it if I'm not throwing top water or something moving real quick. I've been sucked into it. Um, if I get sucked into it, I'm using it 100% of the time. And I don't like that. I do leave it on. Like, if I'm fishing in 3 feet of water throwing a spook, it's still on. I just don't look at it. Um, and that's, when people watch tournament fishing, not every, it might look like they're forward facing sonar fishing because they're throwing off the front of the boat and they're just looking ahead or looking down. But that's how you do it. And that whole perspective on fishing is a whole different video. So I'll steer clear of all that, but flock of seagulls hair. Yeah, I mean, really, you guys, like, my hair's out of control. I'll take it though. We're going for something here. Uh, this year, either I'm getting a hole in one or a bigger bass. It's a hole in one or a 7-pound bass, and we'll shave the mohawk off. How's that? I think that would be fair. Wendy, every day I wake up is my year. Or Allison, sorry. Wendy. I forget who said that. Al. I'm sorry, Allison. Uh 7 pound at Big Bass Bash. Yes. What Steve said. That would be key. Um hmm. 4 out of 5 Big Bass Bashes I fished in, that would have won. So I like where your head's at. AZ Cadillac, nothing, nothing would make me more excited than having the best net man in the game on my boat again. You had a ticket, just saying. You had a ticket booked here, and you didn't take it. You did net a 4.5 pounder outside the net, which was the first time I'd ever seen this technique, which I used later on in a tournament. The way that you netted that fish, I chose to do in the tournament, and it worked out. So it was great. Yeah, uh, yeah, AZ Cadillac right there. That's the Dirty Wizard. For those of you that don't know, that's one of the best netman in the game. He's the one that developed the netting of a fish. As long as it's on a treble hook, it's okay to net it on the outside of the net and bring it in. I but by watching this technique from the Dirty Wizard, who has his own shirt, by the way, custom developed by Baby T. Uh, I used his technique in a tournament to net a fish that is documented in I don't know what video, but it's a USA Bass and it's on Taneycomo. I know that for sure. But I pull it out with the hook of the spooks attached to the net, and the ass end of the hook is in the fish's mouth, and we bring the whole party in. Dude, my mom just said it right there. So, uh, Graham, Neeper Black, Dirty Wizard, AZ Cadillac, whatever you want to call him. He lived, basically, my parents' house was behind him a block. And he went over there. I keep having hiccups. It's been a condition ever since the Alpha Gale. But at any rate, Graham, my mom had a bird in her garage. Like, just wouldn't leave. And if you guys know my mom, she ain't closing the garage until the bird's gone. So, um, I went over, I lived probably 6 blocks away. So I come down and me and Graham hook up and we go over to my mom's and start shooing this freaking bird out of the garage. And it took way longer than it should have. like I'm talking 45 minutes to get a friggin' finch out of a garage. I just bought a Buka Trick Shad and it's an awesome bait. James, I don't know what a Buka Trick Shad is. I honestly, I don't look at new gear. Maybe I need to. Shoot, if you go the big bass route instead of regular tournaments, any ideas on which one? If you go the big bass route instead of regular tournaments and 20s, any ideas on which ones you'll be fishing? There's a bunch. Yeah, all three of the Anglers in Action Big Bass Bashes. Okay, so April, June, September, October at the end, however it ends. I think it's October. And then I think the KVD Big Bass Bash at Table Rock's at the very end of March. And then I don't, outside of that, anything I feel like jumping in. I mean, I got to be careful because I'm also, you guys, I will be golfing. So there's golf in between this. I'm going to have to practice for real. Like, this is not a joke. I'm not quitting fishing and I'm not quitting golfing. But I am taking very seriously this event in June that I'm going to, or July, excuse me. I forget which. I'm going to. I'm either going to Lake Fork in July or June, or Seattle. It's one or the other. I forget which one. Either way, the preparation remains the same. I'm a consummate professional when it comes to competitive whatever. Like, if we're gonna play at that level, I will show up as prepared as a human being can possibly be. Yeah, Steve, it is. It's the Yeti tournament. And honestly, I don't know if I want to fish it. I missed the deadline to turn in to get the free shit. So if you don't get the free Abu Garcia giveaway, it kind of makes it suck because everybody that enters after that's paying for that gift. So I don't know. That's an iffy deal. I don't know if I want to do that one. I've never done it. It's a 3-day on Table Rock. The numbers aren't impressive. So, I mean, all you got to do is get lucky and get a 4 or 5 pounder and you're way in the money. Way in the money. So, I don't know. We'll see. It's not something I've committed to. I don't know. Like I said, right now, my schedule to fish tournaments now without taking time off is Friday, Saturday events, or Wednesday, Thursday, Friday nighters come summertime. I'll do those. I'll do night tournaments all day long for little things to jump in. But as far as the USA Bassin deal that I've been doing for the last 4 years, I work on Sundays now, and I just can't justify taking a day off for a derby of that level. So right now I'm not doing that, and that's where I'm at. Oh, that's awesome, Jane. I've never been there. I initially in 2018 when I took the Heritage across the country. When we were coming back from the lake house in New York, my goal was to go south and go to Lake Fork. It was a bucket list deal, like straight up. Like I wanted Table Rock Lake was not even on my radar on that trip in 2018. The path home was go south through the Carolinas, go to Carowinds with Drake amusement park, and then head west and hit Table Rock. And the weather was just extremely piss poor at that time of year. And we chose to bypass that, and I basically went back the way I came, just due to weather. And we went to Table Rock and had a great day. And I never saw Branson. Not one time did I see Branson, and I bought a house there. So it was one of those deals where uh, you see. I saw a reaction on my kid's face, and I jumped on it. I jumped on my own heartstrings, and we ended up in the friggin' Ozarks. Here we are. When is that, Jeff? When is this one? I will. I'll tell you what. Hmm. Is that the like Lake Dardanelle? Is that all? Lake Dardanelle is part of the Arkansas River, right? That's a big fish, James. Jeff, I would be interested in that. So there's a second option here. The MLF Archie division doesn't start until a little bit later, which to me fits my game better. And their finale is at Bull Shoals in the absolute prime time of what I like to do. So there's a lot of decision making here going on, and I I don't know what to do. I don't. There's this flood. I wish there were other options, but there just isn't right now in these these bodies of water. The anglers in action deal is appealing, but the cost. It's three. I think it's 300 an event, which is okay. Um, I would like to do it myself, and that's a hard pill to swallow. So, having the right co-angler and that financial commitment is also difficult because you're basically at 150 each per event, and not that's a lot of money for people. So I've been doing this stuff by myself for a long time and paying those extra fees to fish alone. But I do it for a reason. It's to push myself. It's not it for no other reason. It's it's to handicap myself to be more proficient. I like the stress. I like to be the underdog, beating like if it's two against one. Usually, I fare better than most of them. The numbers don't lie. The stats and the tournaments that I fished in don't lie. Um, but it's just I like the level of competition to always feel like I need to perform always at the highest level. And a lot of that boils down to what you can really afford. Affordability in this industry is the key. Fish where you belong, stay in your lane, and enjoy it. I can't afford like the opens, right? To fish the opens for me, nothing's real close to me. So it'd be 75 grand to meagerly do it. It's hotels, fishing entry fees, gas, McDonald's. um, that is 75 grand. If I had a $75,000 stream of will help you, I would do it every year. I would do it every single time. I would, at the very least, you're going to get an absolute show. Uh, I'm going to absolutely perform. But it's, this industry doesn't get the same uh, advertising dollars that other industries get in the sporting platform. April 30th to May 3rd. Jeff, you tell me. You figure this out. I, Send me a link or something to this event, and I'll look into it. Whew, I don't mind. I mean, basically, I fish on a river. I live on a river system. I live on the White River. It's just dammed at both ends. How much is the entry fee, Jeff? The DD thing to me, James, really, it'll happen when it happens. I'm not gonna chase it. I don't have a choice. The event that I've been invited to by Stephen Smith is when it is, and if I catch a big bass, I catch one. I've been invited. I'm a guest. I don't own a skeeter, so I'm just gonna show up with a swim bait and an umbrella rig and a spook in the back of the boat and hope for the best. I'm not very good. I'm a guest. Hopefully, someday I can be in the front. There you go. Steven just needs me to catch 12-ounce, whatever, little fish in the back of the boat. So I just do what I'm told. He's going to be pissed when I catch giants with the topwater behind him. But no, I'm kidding. just, um, no, I'm just looking forward to it. So I watched a video the other day of Seth Feider pick apart like for exactly how I would right up against the shoreline, about your front of your boat 3 feet off of the shoreline, and just blew it apart. Got 100 pounds, and he got a century belt. Granted, he didn't win, but he got 100 pounds in 4 days, fishing exactly how I do. I thought that was pretty cool, and I don't watch the guy. Really, I don't. I don't know. I don't watch a lot of people fish. I think if I'm not even gonna go there. I'll tell you what, you guys. It's 9:30 Sunday night, Central Time. I think I'm gonna cut her short. Yeah. So Steven, using losing your lower. Um. Yeah, James, I feel like I dominated around here until Live Scope 2. Um, but I still, my problem is the season that I seem to thrive on here with my techniques is non-tournament season. And that's a real thing. So like if you have your strengths and you have your seasons and they coincide, you look like Einstein. But if you have techniques that don't jive, that are you're absolutely fluent in, non-seasonally for tournaments per se, it really does hurt. It does kind of bend your mind a little bit. Um, no, that's the one thing, Steven Smith, I worry about is I'm thinking about going there. Um, I'm thinking about making a run down there in like March, April, somewhere in there. I've never been there, and I've heard that you can absolutely destroy your boat there. And to be very truthful, um, I don't know how these skeeter owner tournaments work. If they're a place where you can launch from wherever, I think it's best. And it's your boat, it's your tournament. I'm an invitee, but if you can launch from elsewhere in an area you like, that might be better. If you have to launch from the same place, if it takes us 20 minutes, a half an hour or longer to get somewhere and not dick up your boat, I'm game. I'm game. I'm totally game. I'm not in a hurry. But I'm thinking I might go down there just to check it out. I'm not that far away. I should probably go do that. Everything I've ever seen at Fork that has been devastating has either been flipping individual trees or or some sort of topwater. Those are the biggest. If I've watched the videos that I've seen of over decades, not just the last couple years, but like 20 years of catching big fish, it's either topwaters or flipping something at stand like trees, basically stumps in the lake. I think Fork's one of those lakes where you got to go pick. You have to go. It's one of them places where you pull into a place and you pick off a 6, 5, 7, 8 pounder at a time, and you move along. I don't think it's a place where you sit still. I don't think you're gonna catch 5/8s in the same freaking neighborhood. That's what I learned watching that Seth Fighter guy. He caught a ton of fish in the same neighborhood around 5, 6 pounds, which are great fish. I'm not discounting that, but you're you have to move around to catch winning fish, um, over 5. Like you have to think over 5 in a place like that. Um, if you want to think of yourself in any way, shape, or form in contention, you better have 25 pounds. If not, you're lying. Yeah, absolutely. If you can ride that underline right at it, yeah, yeah, that's the game. I mean, it becomes a slot game, but at the same time, man, if how many overs are you allowed? I think the chances of catching overs in midsummer in a place like that are going to be in very quiet, shallow areas. Very quiet. One. Okay. So one over. So you need one. What's over? I think I should know this. I feel like an over is what, over 23, 24. Well, it's not about, listen, it's not about going to a lake and catching more fish. It's the lake, the tournament's already been decided. It's on Fork. So that's why I'm going there with Steven. Okay, so a 24-inch bass, depending on the time, a 24-inch bass at Lake Taneycomo, that's 7 pounds for sure. All day long. So yeah, if you don't have a 7 pounder, you ain't gotten an over. In summertime, that's super tough. Super tough. Hmm. Well, it doesn't matter. You got to get a big one, and you got to get four under whatever the slot is. I don't know. I don't fish in slot deals, but it doesn't matter if rules are rules. We will figure it out. Look, you guys, I appreciate your time. I appreciate everything. James, please email me at mjbfishingllc@gmail.com. Your address, again. I delete things periodically and just in case. Aunt Wendy, please email me as well. I'll be in touch on where to send that. Thank you guys. And I think I'm going to do something real big for the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl will be 2 weeks from today, and I will do some sort of a Super Bowl giveaway in tandem with Shanka Lures. Um, yeah, Steven, the Big Bass Bash formats are actually very, very cool. It's not stressful. It's a very neat thing. Um, Thank you very much, Shanka Lures, Misty, Steven, for all of your help. I appreciate it. Um, I, you know what? I'm gonna text you guys when I get off this real quickly. Okay? I appreciate it, James, very much. I will look into it. It's hard for me to watch other people do things, but I will. And look again, Jim, Becky, Mom, Larry, Misty, Steve, Jim, Becky, Steven, oh gosh, Ephraim, Jeff, uh, everybody, Aunt Wendy, Aunt Allison, everybody that's joined in tonight. I appreciate you. We're going to do a huge giveaway for the Super Bowl. Hopefully, we can go fishing. I have a video already queued up for tomorrow. It's just big fish catches from warmer times of the year, but it's already queued up. I just I cannot wait for what's coming in 26. I appreciate all of you. I love you. Have a great night. I'll see you in the future. Take it easy.